Hey guys, welcome back to Gets It Out. Today's video is for men only and is titled Leftover Women Learn the Hard Way as More Men Aren't Committing to Them Anymore. Man, a shame. What a shame. Let's get right into it, guys. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's hop into it.
3 days ago, I made the decision to break up with my boyfriend of 6 years.
The reason why women generally leave relationships and marriages, it's because they feel like they can do better with another guy.
Hey fellas, welcome to today's video.
It's that
We're
monkey
diving
wrench.
into a topic that's been making waves lately. Leftover women learn the hard way as more men aren't committing to them anymore. It's a discussion that sheds light on some important trends in modern dating. So stick around to learn more. And if you're enjoying the content, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay updated with our latest videos. Let's jump right in.
I see a lot of videos on this app of women who are in their 30s and single saying they're the only person that's single in their friend group. Like all their friends are partnered, they're having kids, or settling down, yada yada. For me, it's the opposite. I'm 30 and I've been invited to like maybe 2 friend weddings and none of my friends are settling down. None of my friends are even in relationships. So I feel I bring a very unique perspective to the conversation on men and like dating in your 30s because not only am I 30 and single, a lot of my friends are 30 and single and they live across the country. So this isn't just like, oh, I'm in San Diego. It's the San Diego guys. No, this is literally from East Coast to West Coast. And you can tell me I'm biased, but literally all my friends are hot, bad bitches who are independent and have really solid careers. So like in my mind, these are people that should have a boyfriend. Like you'd want to date them. But literally nothing is working out for any of my friends. If it were just me, I would think, okay, I'm the problem. But the fact that this is my friends that are across the country that are having this issue, it's the men. Like it's literally, it speaks to the quality of men. It's just always so disappointing. And listen, I'm not saying there's not good men. There are. But the ones that are, they get scooped up because there's like 10 of them. There's like 10 good ones and 5,000 terrible ones. I'm waiting for the day that someone proves me wrong. I really am. Please, a man, please, anyone, prove me wrong.
You know, it's crazy how so many women out there are all chasing after the same 10% of men and then turn around and complain about how these guys treat them. But let's be real here, ladies. If you're constantly going after the same group of guys, Chads and Tyrones, who are known for cheating, lying, and treating you poorly, then maybe it's time to take a step back and reevaluate your choices. I mean, think about it. Those so-called high-value men, Chads and Tyrones, that women are chasing after are often the ones who are just not ready for a real relationship. They're the ones who thrive on drama and chaos, leaving a trail of heartbreak behind them. And yet, women keep chasing after them because of the emotional roller coaster they provide. But what about the guys who are actually consistent and respectful? The ones who don't play games
They're
or
too
give you
nice.
crazy ups and downs? It seems like they're the ones getting the short end of the stick here. And with social media and dating apps amplifying the attention on below-average women, it's no wonder they think they deserve these high-value men while offering very little in return. Let's face it, ladies. While there may be plenty of crap men, Chads and Tyrones, out there, there are also women who need to take responsibility for their own behavior. It's not just about blaming men anymore. Women need to start valuing and appreciating men again, instead of just focusing on their own careers and independence. And sure, having a solid career and independence might be attractive to some women, but let's not forget what men really care about. It's not your job or your money that's going to attract them. It's about who you are as a person and how you treat others. So, before you start complaining about how there are no good men out there, maybe take a look in the mirror and ask yourself if you're really bringing anything valuable to the table. Because let's face it, the wall is undefeated, and sooner or later, you're going to have to settle.
I honestly want to know if
And that's the thing. Now, you notice what the girl said, right? She said, all of my friends, and he said at the end as well, all of my friends are settling down. And I have a couple of friends at the wedding aren't settled down yet. That's the answers in that word. You're not settling. Women and men have to settle. Men settle for women all the time. We deal with your headaches. We deal with your shortcomings. Putting on your makeup every day is a shortcoming in itself. And it's funny, a lot of women don't realize it. As you see that woman there, she has on her makeup, not her, but the one before that has on makeup, but she looks like an 8, but she's really a 5.
boys are okay Because I just ended a situationship with a guy, beautiful person, but I've learned just a scared boy, and that's okay. But I ended it because we've been talking for a while and spending a lot of time together recently. So I instigated the conversation of like, what are we doing? Because I told you, if you do these things, I will fall for you. And then you did these things, and surprise, surprise, I'm falling for you. And I don't want to waste my time or do that one sided. And I was hit with the classic response of, oh, I think I misread the situation because I thought we were just hanging out and getting to know each other. I love spending time with you, but I need to build a friendship before I jump into anything. Like anything that we were doing was friendship focused. But regardless, the usual. And so I said, I hear you saying that you don't want what I want and that you're not ready, and that's okay. But rather than assist you in hurting my feelings, I think
See, that was the thing right there. That was her mistake. And that's okay. It's not okay. Say it's not okay. Say I'm falling hard for you. Take your shot that way. Maybe the man says, okay, I want to settle down with you. Show that you care.
it's kinder to both of us for me to listen to what you're saying and let you figure that out on your own. And his response to me ending the situationship then was, a part of me feels like it's someone else, as if the reason that I've ended the situationship is because I'm pursuing something on the side with someone else. I'm just like, what? Like, sir, I just bore my soul to you and told you that I'm falling for you. And explained to you that the way that my heart works is that if I'm building a connection with someone who I think is worth it, I subconsciously block myself off from other opportunities with other people because I don't have endless capacity or desire to build connections with numerous people, especially when I think the one that I'm currently building is with a good person that I could see something with.
And guys, I feel bad for her. I'll tell you why. She doesn't realize that she's a get by woman, right? She's his get by woman. And he used her to get by until he got something he's serious about. So I'm sure that's what he let her know. He didn't let her know that he used her to get by, but she can't see it yet.
And his response to that was, oh, that didn't even occur to me. To be honest, I don't want to lie to you. Like, I've been going on dates. And so he's dating other people, and I'm the sad simp who's like, please love me and let me love you. But then you flip the switch on me and say that you think the reason I ended things is because of someone else. Like, boys are out here acting all damaged by women when y'all are just blocking your own blessings and scaring yourselves out of potentials with people who just want to love you. It doesn't make any sense.
You know, it's crazy how many guys out there are just not willing to commit these days. They're always looking for the next best thing, afraid they might miss out on something better down the road. It's like they want to keep their options open, have fun without any strings attached. But hey, can you blame them? Especially when they're dealing with women who have these sky-high, unrealistic expectations. Let's face it, some women can be incredibly selfish. They want all the perks of a relationship without actually committing to one. It's like they want to have their cake and eat it too, you know? And this poor guy, he probably didn't have any deep feelings for her. He was just stringing her along because he couldn't handle her unrealistic demands. I mean, it's clear as day. He was thinking short term, while she was planning for the long haul. And let me tell you, that's a recipe for disaster right there. Men these days, they're all about living in the moment, enjoying themselves without any long-term commitments. They want the girlfriend experience without actually being in a committed relationship because, well, who knows? Maybe something better will come along. It's sad, really. Women think that men revolve their lives around them, but the truth is, we'd rather be alone than waste our time and effort on someone who's just not worth it. So yeah, it's not surprising that he didn't want to commit. Can you blame him?
I am truly at a loss right now.
I'm sorry. She was a get by girl. He used her to get by until a woman that he really wanted to be with came along. And there's men that get by too. I was a get by before. Everybody is.
I don't even have the proper words to describe all of the emotions that I am feeling right now. I have absolutely had it with men. It's like literally no matter whether I intentionally date or I meet someone in the wild, it doesn't matter how it plays out. I always get hurt in the end. Always. Tell me why I went on the best first date ever a few days ago. Before the date, this guy was future planning with me already. On the date, he mentioned a second date. After the date, he texted me and told me that I was good vibes, and then haven't heard from him since Sunday night. Then, to make that worse, my ex situationship texted me today. Hey, gorgeous, how are you doing? And you know what's the worst thing of all? The more this happens, the more it reinforces to me that maybe I'm not worthy of a relationship. And maybe all I am good enough for is a situationship. Because if I'm being honest, my ex situationship is the only consistent man in my life. I can't get situationships to commit to me. I can't even get guys who claim they want commitment to commit to me. And I know everyone always says, oh, it's not you, it's a reflection of them. I have been consistently dealing with this for years. Okay. The last time I got absolutely heartbroken was in September. And I told myself, I was like, nope, this is never going to happen again. What do you know? The next guy I kind of start getting interested in ghosts me. So at this point, it's like, okay, either there is a really big me problem that I am just not aware of, like I have the blinders on and can't see, which I find really hard to believe because I am extremely self-aware and hyper-aware. Or option two, maybe this whole relationship love thing is just not in the cards for me. And you know what's funny too is this guy that ghosted me, I remember getting kind of icked out when he started planning the future with me before we had even met. So now I'm sitting here thinking, should I have trusted those little red flags that popped up? The answer is probably yes. But of course, I didn't listen because I give everyone the benefit of the doubt. And here I am, the one getting hurt in the end. And it's not even him that I'm upset about. Like, I really don't have any attachment towards this man. I know that might be hard to believe, but like, I'm more upset over the situation. I'm upset over the fact that these men promise you things and talk to you like they like you so much. And then one day they just choose to never talk to you again. Nothing makes me feel more worthless than when someone does that to me. You can't even take 2 seconds out of your day and treat me like a normal, decent, respectable human being. And then instead I have to sit here and pick up the pieces and create a story as to why this didn't work out. I am so exhausted. And I know this isn't all men. I really try to believe that this is not all men. But like I said, I am just at a loss for words over the fact that this just happened, especially with the guy that I was just dealing with. Like, never in a million years would I have expected this to happen.
It's unfortunate that some women feel the pressure of the biological clock ticking and become desperate as a result. This desperation often leads to insecurity and a lack of self-love, which can be detrimental to both themselves and their relationships. In today's dating scene, men are increasingly hesitant to commit to modern women due to various factors such as drama, child support issues, and the fear of divorce. Many men are wary of entering into relationships where their hard-earned assets could be at risk. The concept of half his, half mine is no longer appealing to men who have worked hard to build their lives. They don't want to risk having everything they've accumulated over the years be taken away by an ungrateful partner. In the modern dating landscape, commitment seems to be a rare commodity. People are more focused on having multiple options and maintaining a roster rather than investing in a deep, meaningful relationship. It's essential for women to take a step back and reflect on what they truly want in a relationship. Rushing into commitments or trying to force a man into something he's not ready for is likely to backfire. Men want to feel respected and appreciated for their masculine energy, and they want a partner who allows them to take on the role of the hero when needed. If a woman gives off a vibe that she's too desperate or unwilling to let a man lead, it's understandable why he might choose to ghost her.
3 days ago, I made the decision to break up with my boyfriend of 6 years because he refuses to give me a.
You know, it's true. And women don't realize they've created a date market today because men control the relationship, as meaning if you're going to be in a relationship, it's because the man chose to be in one with you. But women kind of run a dating market as far as they control who they want to lay with, right? So what's happening? A lot of women are choosing like men. They're seeing something they think is nice, a Chad or Tyrone, and saying, I'm going to lay with him right now. And that's that saying, Mr. Right Now, and that's my husband. And what's happening is so many are getting caught with Mr. Right Now.
ring. His explanation is that he doesn't have money right now. And I said, I don't care that you don't have money. What I care about is you wanting to make the commitment. Anyway, this video is not about this because I feel so much better, so much happier. Thank you, dopamine. Today's decision is a little bit drastically different. And honestly, I decided I want to take the role of inspiring you because my messages literally flooded. My DMs flooded with women going through the same thing, being with their mans for 8-9 years, even worse than me, and no sign of not even kids, marriage. There was talk of marriage in my relationship. I'm not going to say there wasn't, but the issue is that there is excuses. And to me, that's unacceptable. I'm 28. I don't have time for that. I mean, I'm not getting any younger, honey, not getting any younger. Neither are you. So my challenge for you is to start taking care of yourself. Get up, let's go to the gym. Sorry. I'm gonna stop cussing. What helped me make this decision is starting to take care of myself. I took care of myself. I started going to the gym. I started eating good. I started focusing on my job, focusing on my career. And guess what? With that comes confidence, self-empowerment, which gives you the strength to do things that you don't want to do. But at the end of the day, it helps you build that mentality that I'm a good person. I deserve the best and I should not settle for less. And you know what, baby? I am here for you. It was like literally it has been one of the hardest decisions because when you don't want to leave something, your thought process is, why should I? Like, I have the choice of staying, but at the end of the day, you have to make the choice. I could stay, but am I going to be happy? I could stay, but is it going to teach him a lesson? I could stay, but is it going to make a difference in my life, or am I going to be miserable, or is it just going to make things worse? And I'm just going to turn 50 years old and still be in the same situation, married, actually not even married, but with kids now, but still no ring. And this is not to say that my goal in life is to be married. It is not. This is to say that these are things that I value. These are things that I grew up wanting.
This girl is Spanish. It's written all over your face, all over your voice. You want marriage. Be honest to yourself. Maybe the right men will start coming, but what is it? You don't want that right man. You don't. You want the man you want, and he doesn't want you.
And I still want them. And I understand sometimes there is issues, but at the end of the day, it is excuses. If it is the love of my life, I will take $20 ring. If it is the love of your life, then price doesn't matter. What matters is the thought, the wanting to make the commitment. And if there is none of that, then it is time for you to reconsider. That doesn't mean that it's forever. That just means, hey, I'm giving you the chance. See me go or do something about it.
It's understandable that a man would want to have his finances in order before settling down. After all, financial stability is crucial for building a future together, especially when children are in the picture. But it seems like this woman failed to recognize the importance of supporting her partner's goals and aspirations. Instead of standing by him and helping him achieve his dreams, she chose to walk away. And while it's okay to leave a relationship if it's not working out, it's clear that she didn't fully understand the consequences of her actions. By not supporting her man and his ambitions, she missed out on the opportunity to build a successful and fulfilling life together. And now, she's left to ponder what could have been. It's a harsh reality, but the blame falls squarely on her shoulders. If she couldn't uplift and support her man, then she had no business being with him in the first place. After all, what's the point of being in a relationship if you're not willing to stand by your partner through thick and thin? And as for the ring leading to marriage, well, she should have known better. A ring is just a symbol. It's what happens after the proposal that truly matters. If she couldn't see that, then she only has herself to blame for the outcome.
Just need to know from a men's perspective, are you all waiting on girls?
And you know what's the wild thing about her, right? You guys can see it. You hearing the way she talked, that desperation. She's 28. She's hitting that epiphany stage. Mother Nature's knocking, and it's saying, I need more babies. I need to have a ring.
to talk to you first? Like, are you waiting on a girl to ask you on a date first? Because that's crazy to me. Like, when you're out in public and you're making eyes with a girl and you're like making it known that you're attracted to her, but you're not gonna say something. How are you not gonna say something? Where are the huevos? Where are the huevos these days? I feel like there's so many like times that guys want to say something to girls and they don't. Like, is there a guy watching this that can give us some insight? Like, why don't you just do it? Why don't you just do it? Are you scared? Are you waiting for her to say something first? I like my man to be assertive and dominant. If you want to say something to me, say something to me. I'll give you the opportunity. I'll put my phone down. I'll drop the handkerchief, but I'm not going to do it first. Should that not just be like the standard? Am I tripping? Like, tell me if I'm tripping. Let me know.
It's become abundantly clear on social media and in the dating world that many women have certain expectations that make it seem like men aren't wanted. It's like we're following a script, and some guys are just tired of playing along. You see, some men are genuinely looking for a life partner, but they also need to make sure they're ready for that kind of commitment themselves. And with all the games and drama that often come with modern dating, it's no wonder some guys just want peace and tranquility instead. In today's society, it often feels like women are only interested in money or manipulating men for their own gain. And for guys, facing rejection has become almost a routine part of life. It's exhausting to put yourself out there, only to face potential embarrassment or judgment from others. Men have become wary of approaching women because they fear being labeled as creepy or getting ghosted. They don't want to end up as the subject of someone's TikTok video or be bashed on social media just for trying to spark a conversation. And you know what's really frustrating? When women claim they want a good man, but then they don't give those same men the time of day when they do approach. It's like there's this disconnect between what women say they want and how they actually behave. So, yeah, men will approach a woman if they feel she's worth it. They pay attention to body language and vibes, and if she doesn't pass their vibe check, then they might just decide it's not worth the risk. It's a tough situation all around.
It sure is. And think about it, guys. You see so many videos of the same thing. Why aren't guys talking to us? Why aren't guys talking to us? I think more women need to watch men's content and realize this is why maybe we need to change that. And how to change that? Be more humble. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching this video. Be sure to drop a like and subscribe if you like the content. You already watched the video. If you're still here, do me a favor and subscribe. But thanks for watching, y'all. See you next video. Peace.